Hey, hi, what's going on, guys? Welcome to part second. And this time, what we're gonna do is we're gonna write, a very simple Ajax technique in order to fetch anything from a server. Now, guys, I'm actually not gonna, work with CSS in order to create some super duper designs out here. You can do that from your side. And for the demo's sake, I'm actually gonna ask Andy to write style for this particular file. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go back to the actual folder where we created our class, and here I'm going to create a new file, name it to index.php. Okay, and just maximize our editor. And guys, now I'm going to go back to my class file, and I'm going to delete all the the junk of the code from here, and we're actually going to leave the class file with the method and the class only. So close it. Here I'm going to say php. Very first, we need to include the file called class dot that was feed.php. Okay, and here I'm gonna say HTML with the body, let's say a div. Okay, let's give it some style here. Okay, so I'm gonna say a width to 400 pixels and a background to a lighter gray called F2 F2 F2, and I'm gonna say margin to auto to make sure that everything is centered, and let's say a padding to 20 pixels, and let's say what else we can have a border to 1 pixel solid, or with a gray here. Now guys, I'm gonna create another div. I'm gonna say style here. Let's say probably there is no need to work with here. I can say background to white. Okay, and I can say padding to 10 pixels. Okay, now I'm gonna open the PHP block here, and we're gonna run or you know what, guys, actually we are not gonna do it out here, and we're gonna do it in a different file, and we're gonna load it using Ajax. So but at least for now we can keep it here. So here I can say like this, and instead of saying echo, I can say echo very first a UL. Okay, like an unordered list here. Close it and close the list here, and instead of doing this, I can say a list item li and li. Okay, and li here. Then I can have a heading to heading 4. Okay, to make sure like the heading should like a heading here. So here we can again have li, so like this. Okay, so copy it from here, paste it here, and have a couple of paragraph tags, paste them here, and finally we're gonna have one more list item. So paste it here, paste it here, and I believe that's all we need. So go ahead, run this file, and hopefully we don't have any errors. Oh, we have one. That's every time for me. So on line number 16, so here is line number 16. We are not using a period sign here. That's our mistake. Come back, refresh one more time. Oh, finally we have an RSS widget. So here it says generating application specific passwords. There is a little description out here and a link to go ahead and check out the actual post. And guys, I believe there are gonna be 10 here, so let's count them. Say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and the number 10 one. Okay, so finally we have 10, or probably I believe 11 here. Okay guys, I need to pause the video for a second. So what we're gonna do is now right now we're gonna remove everything from this particular file, and we're gonna write we're actually gonna use Ajax to retrieve everything from this particular file. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it off. Okay, create a new PHP file here called feed.php. Okay, so let's say feed.php. Okay, and also take this away from here and paste it inside this PHP file. We can remove this, and we can remove this either. Okay, now what I can do here is Guys, very first we need to include the copy of jQuery. So for that, I'm gonna say jQuery, like my particular text editor have some bundled features, so it's gonna give me this particular source automatically. But if you want, you can search it on Google about the CDN jQuery link, okay? Or you can download and host the jQuery on your own server. Next thing here, I'm gonna say script slash JavaScript, and here I'm gonna say $function. Like, we need to make sure that the DOM is ready before we go ahead and do anything. Now what I'm gonna say $get, okay, get what? So the very first, I'm gonna say from the file called feed.php and run a function with the data, or probably if you want we can say a response, like the response we are getting from the server, and give this particular div a class, okay, so that we can actually target the element. So let's say class feed. So here I'm gonna say $class feed dot html would be the response we are getting from the server. Okay, it's quite easy and quite simple. Come back, refresh, and nothing's there. Don't worry guys, because it's actually running the request to the server. So it says it took 3.37 seconds, and finally we have the feed out here. Now guys, RSS feed is something that you're not gonna update it after every single second. So one single I would say Ajax call to the server would be more than enough for you. Now let's say if you want to pull up the tweets from Twitter, that would be something like you would be tweeting after every 10 minutes. For that, what you can do is here you can say set interval, okay, like I just want to set an interval, like after every X seconds I want to do something. Run a function, okay, what that function code gonna be like this, okay. Here we need to end it with a curly brace, and we're gonna pass in a parameter, set an interval after every single second. So just wait for a second guys. Now you're gonna see there are so many requests going to the server. Now it does not make any sense with the RSS feed or something that you're gonna change in 2 or 3 days. But if you have something they're gonna change within a couple of seconds, or if you are pulling something else from a database, it depends upon your application. You can use this particular set interval, but I'm not gonna do it, otherwise it's gonna actually eat a lot of memory of my server. So I'm gonna leave it like this. And guys, you can start it from your side and you can do a lot of stuff. So I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.